Articles. In English language, articles are used before nouns. There are three articles: a, an, the. A and an are called indefinite articles, whereas the is called definite article. Use of a or an. We use a or an before countables in singular numbers, that is, with a singular common noun. For example, a book, a table, a pen, an orange, an ant, an island. So it's clear that we cannot say a milk, a tea, a water, since milk, tea and water are not countables. Similarly, we cannot say an apples, an ants or an oranges, because apples, ants and oranges are countables, but they are in plural number. We use a or an only with the singular numbers. Now the question arises, when to use a and when to use an? A is used before a word beginning with a consonant sound. For example, a song, a lake, a picture. But when the word begins with a vowel sound, we use an. For example, an apple, an egg, an ink pot. Here, apple begins with a vowel sound a. Egg begins with a vowel sound e. And ink pot also begins with a vowel sound e. There's a common misunderstanding. Sometimes the above mentioned rule is misunderstood, and thus some students use a before a countable noun starting with consonant and an before a countable starting with a vowel letter. Please note the rule carefully. We have said words beginning with consonant sounds or a vowel sound and not with these letters. So, if a word begins with a vowel but not a vowel sound, which directly comes out of the vocal tract without any obstruction of the air, we will use a before it. Look at a few examples. A university. Now in this word, U is a vowel, but its sound is not vowel. It gives a U sound. It doesn't come directly out of the vocal tract. In the same way, the next word, European. It begins with two vowels, E and U. Still we will use a before this because the sound is U. The sound is not a vowel sound, it's a consonant sound. And another example, a 1 rupee note. Here, O-N-E 1, that means W sound, W sound. Here the sound is not vowel, therefore we will not say an 1 rupee note. The correct use is a 1 rupee note. So you have seen that all these words begin with vowels, but their sounds do not come out directly from the vocal tract. That is, they do not produce vowel sounds. So we won't use an before such words. Some other words which begin with a vowel but do not have a vowel sound are unit, it has U sound, useful, uniform. So both these words again have U sound. Sometimes a word begins with an unsounded consonant. That means a consonant which is in the beginning of the word is silent or mute. For example, honest, honorable, are. All these words begin with H and H is silent. So these words begin with a vowel sound and not a consonant sound. With the result, they will take an instead of a before them. An honest man, an honorable person, an R. Similarly, in abbreviations, if consonants begin with vowel sounds, they take an with them. For example, an MA, an MBA, an MP. So all these words begin with a consonant, but their sound is vowel. MA, A, MBA, again A sound, and MP, again A sound, which is a vowel sound. Therefore, we will be using an before them. But look at the other examples. A PhD, a BA. So they are also abbreviations, but their sounds are not vowel sounds. Their sounds are consonant sounds. With the result, we will be using a before them. Use of the. The is used with any noun when we want to make it particular. For example, I saw the boy who was talking to you. Here, the boy is a particular boy. It's not any boy. But in the next example, I saw a boy. So here, the boy is any boy. The is also used with the superlatives. For example, the best, the sweetest, the most beautiful. The is used with a common noun when that noun represents the whole class. For example, the dog is a faithful animal. The is also used with the planets and satellites, names of rivers and mountains. For example, the sun, the moon, the earth, the Ganga, the Alps, the Indian Ocean. The is used with well-known buildings, holy books, and names of the newspapers. For example, the Taj, the Gateway of India, the Bible, the Mahabharata, the Indian Express, the Times of India.